Welcome back to Local Edition. I'm Brad Pomerance. Thank you so much for joining us. You are in for quite a treat. We're going to show you a special animal that is being loved and treated for by a special student from UCR. He is a junior in biomedical engineering, Jorge Alanis. He is joined by his professor, Hyo Park. Thank you so much both for joining us. Let's bring out this guy and tell me what you're doing, man.
Well,
oh my, oh my.
You don't mind if I put it on the table?
Absolutely not.
Well, this here is a horseshoe crab. And I'm going to place it here.
That's fine.
What we're doing pretty much is we're doing research primarily in the eye of the horseshoe crab. What we're trying to do is we're trying to be able to detect nerve activity within the nerve of the eye without having to make direct contact. That's how you normally would do it. To be able to stimulate a nerve, you would have to use electricity, electrify it so you can get some activity through it. But the reason why we use this one in particular is because we are able to shine light on the eye, so we stimulate it and we get activity. And through that, we're able to use light or an imaging system to be able to detect activity in the nerve.
So, Professor, why is that beneficial once it can be applied to humans?
For the most part, what people need to do now, if you want to detect nerve activity, is come in contact with the nerve with an electrode, which means that, let's say it was in your eye, you'd have to jab an electrode through your eye, say.
I see.
What we're trying to do is develop an optical technique, so you just kind of scan light over a nerve and are still able to read activity within that nerve. And so it's a lot less invasive than what current technology allows you to do.
And how close are we to getting this research to a point where it can be applicable to humans? Because clearly we'd prefer not to have something poked in our eye to see if there's nerve activity when you can just put some light over it.
Yeah, right now it's still maybe at least 10 years away. We're still just, that's what we're doing in the animal, is laying groundwork so that eventually we'll be able to do that type of thing.
Jorge, talk to me about how it is for you, a third-year student in an undergraduate program, to be able to do such remarkable research.
Well, I actually feel really happy that Dr. Park gave me the opportunity to work in his lab. The opportunity arose with the CCRA program. Which is
whatever it is. We'll put it on the screen. How about that?
It's the College Cost Reduction and Access Act. And through them, I was able to participate in research for the whole summer.
Right.
And
I think that brings up a good point, because I want to be delicate. You spent a significant time of your years growing up in Mexico. And so you were a Spanish speaker, you're an English speaker, you came back to this country, and there are challenges for people to get into college, to access college. And many of those challenges are faced by Latinos. But yet this program is really looking at folks like yourself, brilliant young individuals that just need the opportunity to be given to them, and this program has given it to you, am I right?
That is correct.
Tell me more.
Well, it's made me feel actually, as a part, it's helped me find a path that what I want to do in the future. I've decided to go to graduate school, get a PhD, due to the interest that I've grown by being in this research. It's also helped me get an idea as to how it's like to live a graduate student life and also interact with other people.
Professor, talk to me about this program and programs like it that allow young men and women that may come from less means or may not, whatever it may be, and how important programs like this are to them.
Especially for undergraduates, a lot of the time at larger schools, undergraduates don't have a chance to get involved with research. But something like this gives opportunity to undergraduates like Jorge, who maybe wouldn't be able to get exposure to research and decide whether this is something they would or wouldn't want to do.
Because this program, as you described over the summer, allowed you to live. It paid you, correct?
Correct. It gave me a stipend for $3,000, and also it provided me with the opportunity to interact with the faculty. And also at the very end of this whole program, you gave a presentation as to what you did throughout those 10 weeks.
Who funds it?
This was actually an external grant I think we got from NSF.
Terrific. I want to thank you so much for joining us, and I expect to hear great things from you. The research is very important. My name is Brad Pomerance. We thank you for joining us. Now we're going to send you back to HLN.
First, there was C-SPAN. Today, there's a California channel. I'm John Hancock, and I'm inviting you to stay informed by tuning to the California channel on Charter's Channel 177. The California Channel is a people's television funded entirely by California's cable television industry. So tune in daily for gavel-to-gavel coverage of California's legislative debates, press conferences, and more. The California Channel, educating a new generation of civic leaders and voting citizens.